Hi students, today we will discuss shear force diagram and bending moment diagram for this problem. We have a simply supported beam which is having uniformly distributed load along the length of the beam. So, and what is UDL? UDL is here W per meter, and we have taken W as the UDL, uniformly distributed load on the beam. Okay, so this is a simply supported beam, supported at A and supported at B. So in simply supported beam, we have only vertical reaction. There will be only vertical reaction, and there will be no horizontal reaction, and there will be no moment at the supports. Why there is no moment at the supports and there is no horizontal reaction? Why? Because simply supported beam do not resist motion of the beam in the horizontal direction. It is free to move in the horizontal direction. Beam can move in the horizontal direction. So it is not resisting motion in the horizontal direction. Therefore, it will not have reaction in the horizontal direction. And the supports also do not resist rotation of the beam. Rotation of the beam is also possible at the supports. Therefore, it will also do not have moment. So, reaction RH will be 0 and moment will be also equal to 0 at the supports, because it do not resist rotation as well as the horizontal motion of the beam. So there will be only one reaction, which is vertical reaction at the supports. We will have only one reaction in simply supported beam. Okay, now we will draw, and this is a symmetrical beam. So what will be the vertical reactions? Vertical reactions at A and B both will be equal to WL by 2, because this is symmetrical loading, symmetrical beam. So both the reactions will be equal, and that will be equal to the total load divided by 2. So what is the total load? Total load is W into L. W is the UDL, W per unit length per meter, and we will multiply it by the length. Total length of the beam is L. So W into L divided by 2 will be the reactions at support A and support B. Now we will draw. Now we will write shear force equation for this beam. So we can draw here. This is support A and this is support B. Okay, and we have a UDL. This is the UDL which is acting on the beam. Okay, now what we will do, we will take any section XX. We will take any section XX which is at a distance X from the support A. Which is at a distance X from the support A. So, and what is the load which is acting from point A to the section X? What is the total load? Total load will be W into X, which is acting from point A, between point A and the section. So now we will write shear force equation for this section. So shear force at section XX will be equal to W into X. W into X, because this is the load at the section X. This will be the total load at section X. And what will be its direction? Its direction will be in the downward direction. W into X will act in the downward direction, and it is on the left side of the section. So according to this convention, if the force is acting on the left side of the section and in the downward direction, we take it as negative. So this will be negative. We will take it as negative. According to the convention, it will be negative. Now what about the reactions which are acting at A and B? For the A, it will be in the upward direction, and according to convention, if it is on the left side of the section, we take it as positive. So that will be positive plus, what is the reaction here? Reaction is WL by 2. So this is the shear force equation. This is the shear force equation. What is the shear force equation? Shear force equation here is shear force at the section XX is equal to minus W into X plus WL by 2. Okay, so this will give us the shear force at different locations of the section. If section is here, section is here, section is here, because we have an X which is variable, it can be at any position, at any place. Section can be at any position. Okay, so we can have shear force by this equation at different locations of the section. Now, what is the shear force when X is 0? When X is 0 means at A, location A. So shear force at A means X is equal to 0. So I will put here x is equal to 0, then I will get WL by 2. This will be the shear force. Consider this equation as 1. We take it as 1. Now what will be the shear force at the midpoint, mid of the beam? So at the midpoint, section at the mid position will be at L by 2. So I will write here L by 2 instead of x, minus W into L by 2, then plus WL by 2. So it will cut each other. This is minus, this is plus. So what is the shear force at mid position? It is 0. Shear force at the mid of the beam is 0. So write as equation 2. This can be used, we can use it when we will draw shear force diagram. Now what is the shear force at C? When section is here, what is the shear force? Use this equation and write, instead of x we will write L minus W into L plus WL by 2. So it will be minus WL by 2. So this is the shear force at C. So this is the equation 3. Now we can use this one and this one. These three equations or these three values we can use to draw shear force diagram. So we can draw here. This is support A, here is support A, this is support B. Now what is the shear force at A? Shear force at A is WL by 2. So take it as positive and this is WL by 2. And what is the shear force at the center O, at the mid position? It is 0. So it means that y coordinate is 0 and here y coordinate is plus L by 2. And what is the shear force at position B? At this position, this is B. At B, shear force is negative and that is minus WL by 2. So it will have a coordinate of minus WL by 2. So if we see this equation, we can see that this equation is a linear equation and it is a linear equation having one variable x. So it will give us a straight line. It means that the shear force will have a straight line like this. Positive here, negative here. From A to O, shear force will decrease, and then from the mid position to B, it will also decrease. Okay, so from A to A, it will have a positive value, and from O to B, it will have a negative value. So this is the shear force diagram for this UDL problem, and we have got here two triangles which are similar, and positive from A to B, O, and then negative from O to B. So this is the shear force diagram. What we have done here, nothing. We have first of all, whenever we have to draw any shear force diagram or bending moment diagram, first of all we will try to find out the reactions at the support. We got here reaction at the supports. Which type of problem is that there? First of all, we need to calculate the reactions at the support. After calculating reactions at the support, we will try to take sections at different locations. I had taken section here, and then I have written the shear force equation. Now in this shear force equation, at different locations, I have calculated the shear force at position A, at center, and at B. After getting the values at A and center and B, I have just drawn the line. I have got what can be its shape. From this equation, it is clear that it will have a linear shape. It will be a straight line because this is a linear equation and it will have a straight line. So this is the equation of a straight line. So we will get a straight line. It is clear. But by getting the positions at A and B and center, it is clear now that we will have this type of shape. It will be a triangle. Those two triangles are similar. Okay. So we have to just, first of all, we have to draw shear force equation. We have to write shear force equation, and at different locations, at different positions, we need to put the values of x by considering different sections. Section here, section at midpoint, section at B. We will get the values of shear force, and then just we have to draw the shear force diagram. So what will be the value here? Y coordinate. Y coordinate here will be plus WL by 2, and here y coordinate will be minus WL by 2. Here will be plus WL by 2 and here will be minus WL by 2. Okay, so this is the shear force diagram for this problem. Now we will draw bending moment diagram for this same question. So what we need to do in that case, we have to first of all write bending moment equation for that problem. As in the shear force diagram, and for drawing shear force diagram, we have written the shear force equation. Now we will write bending moment equation. After writing bending moment equation at different positions, we will find out the values of the bending moment, and then we will draw bending moment diagram. So now we will write bending moment equation for this case. Okay, so the bending moment at section XX will be equal to the moment due to the reaction, this reaction A. So what is the force which is acting at A? It is equal to WL by 2 and multiplied by the distance x. Force into distance. And what will be its direction? According to our convention, it will be positive, because it is the force is acting on the left side of the section and it is in the clockwise direction. So whenever the moment is in the clockwise direction, we take it as positive. So it will be positive. Okay. Now this total load, what is the total load here from A to section XX? It is W into X. W into X is the total load. And what is the distance of that load, CG of that load from the section? So it will be X by 2. It will be X by 2. X by 2. Distance of the CG of the load, we consider that Wx is a point load which is acting at the center of the section, from center of this distance A and section XX. We consider that Wx is a point load which is acting at the mid position of A and section XX, and then the distance of the CG from section XX will be obviously X by 2. And what will be its direction? What will be its, it will be negative or positive? Obviously it will be negative according to this convention. If the load is acting on the left side of the section such that it tries to rotate the beam in the anti-clockwise direction, we take it as negative, so it will be minus. So this is the bending moment equation for this problem. So this will be plus WLx by 2 and this is minus Wx square by 2. So this is the bending moment equation. This is the bending moment equation for this problem. Bending moment equation is equal to plus WLx by 2 minus Wx square by 2. So this is very simple. We have written the equation for the bending moment. Now we will find out bending moment at different positions. We will take sections at a center and different locations. Then we will get the values of the bending moment. Then we can draw the bending moment diagram. After seeing this equation, after getting this equation, it is clear from this equation that this is a parabolic equation, because it is a quadratic equation. It involves degree 2, x raised to the power 2. It means that the shape of the bending moment diagram will be parabolic. Okay, and for the shear force diagram we got linear equation, but here in case of bending moment we got quadratic equation. This is a quadratic equation. So the shape of the bending moment diagram will be parabolic because it is a quadratic equation. Bending moment equation is quadratic, so it will obviously have a shape of parabola. Now we will find out bending moment at different locations. First we will take bending moment at A. Bending moment at A. So when the section is at A means x is equal to 0. When x is equal to 0 means bending moment is 0. At A, bending moment is 0. Now we will find out bending moment at the center. Center means at x is equal to L by 2. So instead of x we will write L by 2. WL by 2, and at x we have written L by 2 minus W by 2, and instead of x I will write L by 2. Solving this we will get plus WL square by 4 minus WL square by 4. No, it will be WL square by 8. It will be WL square by 8. W by 2 and L square by 2, it will be L square by 4. So 4 into 2, 8. And this will be equal to WL square by 8. Okay. So the bending moment at x is equal to L by 2 is equal to WL square by 8. Okay. Now we will find out bending moment at B point here when section comes here. So at B means x is equal to L. So instead of x in the bending moment equation, instead of x I will write L plus WL by 2. Instead of x I will write L minus WL square by 2. So both are equal. It means that it will cut each other and the bending moment at point B will be also equal to 0. Okay. So bending moment at B is 0. Bending moment at A is 0. Bending moment at the center is WL square by 8. Okay. Now by using these values we can draw bending moment diagram for this problem. Consider that this is a beam. This is A, this is B, supported at A and supported at B. At A, bending moment is 0. It means that its coordinate y coordinate will be 0. Bending moment at B, it is also 0. And from this equation, we know that this is a quadratic equation. So, and at center O, it will have a maximum value and it will be parabolic like this. Okay. So, maximum value is at the center WL square by 8. So, this is the bending moment diagram for this UDL problem which is simply supported. Okay. So, this is our bending moment diagram. And what was our shear force diagram? Shear force diagram was like that. Like this. Plus here, minus here, at the center it is 0. This is at point support A and this is at support B. So, this was the shear force diagram and now this is the bending moment diagram. Okay. I hope this is clear. We have drawn shear force diagram and the bending moment diagram. We have done nothing. We have just calculated the reactions at the support. After that, we have written the shear force equations for any section. For that section and for different locations, we have calculated shear force and then we have drawn shear force diagram. And similarly for the bending moment diagram, first of all we have to take section. This is our section which is at x from A. And for that section, considering that section, we will write a bending moment equation. By analyzing that bending equation, we can see that this is a quadratic equation. It means that the shape of the bending moment diagram will be parabolic. At different locations, we have calculated bending moment. At A, bending moment is 0. Obviously, it will be 0. At B, it will be also 0. And at x by 2, at x is equal to L by 2, means at the center, it is WL square by 8. Means in this equation, instead of x, I will write L by 2. So by plugging in here L by 2, I will get WL square by 8 at the center. So bending moment will be maximum at the center and its shape will be parabolic. So this is bending moment diagram and this is shear force diagram. I hope this is clear. In the next lecture, I will try to discuss cantilever beam having UDL. Thank you.